Hi everyone, and welcome to the introduction video on proper crate training. Now I have a lot of things written behind me on the whiteboard, so let's go through everything one at a time. Number one, what does proper crate training consist of? So there are three parts to properly crate training your dogs. Part one is when the dog can go in and out of the crate easily. So when your dog can go in and out of the crate easily, effortlessly, with no resistance, no fear, no objections, that's when you know you're on your way to properly crate training your dog. Part two is when the dog can stay in the crate with the door being open, despite the fact that you're going to be doing what's called the 3Ds, distance, duration, and distractions away from the dog. So when the dog can stay in the crate with the door open, despite there being a little bit of distance between you and the dog, and then gradually more and more distance between you and the dog, while adding distractions like moving around, walking around, or even opening the front door, if your dog stays in the crate, that's when you know you're on your way to properly crate training your dog. And lastly, part three is proper usage and proper interactions with the crate. Proper usage of the crate is key to desensitize our dogs to the crate so that it's no big deal at all when they go in, all right? We want to work with the crate daily. We want to do different activities with the crate and the dog on a daily basis. We want to feed the dog in the crate. We want to desensitize the dog to the crate completely. That's proper crate training. When your dog's able to do all three of these parts, in and out easily, stay in with the door open, and they're using it every day in terms of their lifestyle, their training, and all that kind of stuff, that's how you desensitize the dog to the crate and properly crate train them. Number two, what are the benefits of proper crate training? First of all, it's a new skill that both you and your dog can acquire by practicing it together. And with this new skill, allowing you to have new training routines that you can do daily with your dog. And with these new training routines that you can do with your dog, it calms dogs down tremendously, all right? Plus raises their confidence. Why? Because we're working with the dog. We're engaging the dog. We're doing new activities daily with the dog. The dog is focused, listening, paying attention, listening to your instructions, and all of that calms dogs down tremendously and raises their confidence because it's a new skill that they learn how to do and they understand what to do and they're confident about it, all right? Also, it helps with their focus, their concentration, and separation anxiety. And lastly, they absolutely love it. They love being attended to, focused on, led, guided, and properly communicated with. They love the challenge of impulse control, okay? Dogs absolutely love crate training. It calms them down tremendously, especially when we do things properly. Number three, what's the right way and wrong way to crate train our dogs? So essentially in the upcoming videos, when you see me crate train dogs with whom I've never worked with before and how I coach their owners, essentially here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the 7 key fundamentals properly. That's the first thing. Everything that has to do with us has to be done right, especially our verbal communication and how we give feedback, instructions, and communicate with the dog. This has to be done right. Also, we're going to be doing lots of ins and outs of the crate. In, out, in, out, in, out, followed by some duration work with the door open, okay? Also, we're going to be doing lots of repetitions before, during, or after anything. For example, you can crate train your dog for 2-3 minutes before you go for a walk with your dog, or as soon as you get back from a walk with your dog. You can crate train your dog a little bit before, during, or after cooking a meal, having a meal, cleaning up after your meal, watching a movie, or working from home, whatever it is. And lastly, the right way to crate train your dog is that we're going to move the crate around. You don't want to just leave it in one corner of the house for the rest of the dog's life. You want to move it every week or two, okay? Give your dog a different viewpoint of life and give your dog a different sensation when he or she's in the crate. That's the right way to crate train our dogs in a nutshell. Now, the wrong way to crate train your dogs is due to a lot of the advice that you see out there on the internet, such as this. Once the dog is in, the dog's not allowed out. That's not good. The door is always closed. That's not good. No wonder the dog doesn't want to go in the crate. Every time he or she goes in, the door always gets closed. No wonder they object and bark and don't like going in the crate, right? The dog is left there to get used to. That's not good. And if they're whining and barking and objecting, ignore them. This is crazy advice and this is such an unpleasant experience for the dog, all right? We do not want to ignore the dog if they're in the crate crying, barking, and whining.
The first 2 minutes of it just escalates and escalates.
Yeah. Okay, so this kind of stuff, guys, is not healthy for her to practice. It's not a good way for her to feel. All right, on the internet, they'll tell you that your dog is seeking attention. This is nonsense. They're not seeking attention. They're actually in desperate need of leadership and information. They don't know what's going on, so they're panicking, they're barking, they're whining, they're looking at you, they're pawing the crate, and all they see from you is this, just ignoring the dog. Just ignoring the dog, not looking at that. This is terrible, and it just makes things worse, and your dog doesn't understand why you can't hear them, why you're not listening, and why you're not helping, and why you're not engaging them, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly what to do to properly crate train our dogs, and we do not ignore them. So here's the same dog I was showing you just a moment ago who was crying, barking, and whining in the crate. But here she is making the right choices and behaving properly in the crate with the door open because we're training her well, leading her well, and she's getting good instructions from her owners.
Stay, good girl.
Oh.
Good.
And give her that last treat. And you can just hand feed it to her. Good girl. And lastly, number 4, what features in these upcoming videos immediately after this one, right? Which, by the way, have everything to do with part 1 of 3 and part 2 of 3 of proper crate training. So you see all these 8 upcoming videos that I have here, all 8 upcoming videos have everything to do with part 1 and part 2 of proper crate training, meaning we're going to teach these dogs to go in and out of the crate easily and stay in there with the door open. The third part to properly crate train our dogs, the proper usage and proper interactions with the crate, is going to feature later on in the course when you learn other skill sets. Okay, when you learn other skill sets, we're going to combine them with what you're about to learn in these upcoming videos. Now let's have a look at each one of these videos so that you know what they're about. And by the way, I broke down these videos into 4 categories: instructions, easy dog to crate train, medium hard dog to crate train, and very hard dog to crate train. So in the video immediately after this one is going to be your instructions video. You absolutely have to watch it. It's going to be all the instructions that you need to properly crate train your dog, all right? I'm going to show you examples, demonstrations, how to do things and how not to do things in order to be successful. After that, in the second video, I'm going to show you 2 puppies with whom I'm using treats to crate train them, okay? You're going to see exactly what I do to get them to go in and out of the crate easily and to stay there with the door open. The third video is with a dog named Coco who's learning how to do this for the first time, and he's going to be making all kinds of mistakes. He's going to resist going in, he's going to try coming out, and you're going to see exactly what I do to properly crate train him and coach his owner. After that, in the fourth video, I'm going to show you 3 dogs. So in the fourth video, back to back to back, I'm going to show you 3 different dogs who are very easy to crate train, and they learn very quickly when we do everything just right. So you're going to see a bunch of examples on how to do things properly. After that, in the 5th video, I'm going to show you a dog named Alma who features under the medium hard dog to crate train because she's high energy, she's chaotic, she's full of love, and she jumps all the time, non-stop, every time she comes out of the crate. So I want you to see exactly what I do to get this under control, properly crate train her, and coach her owner. After that, it's going to feature a dog named Jersey. Jersey is a dog that I've never seen in my entire life try and come out of the crate so much. She stays in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then she tries to coming out over and over and over again. You're going to see exactly what to do if you have a dog that doesn't listen and doesn't take to any of the discouragements that I'm going to show you how to do, okay? So if you have a dog that keeps coming out of the crate, like Jersey did here, you'll know exactly what to do to solve that. After that, in the 7th video, I'm going to show you 2 dogs who absolutely refuse to go in the crate. These dogs are very hard to crate train because they absolutely refuse to go in the crate. You can put all the cheese, chicken, and steak you want in there. They're not going anywhere near that crate, and they're definitely not going in. So in that upcoming video, you're going to see exactly what to do to help these dogs overcome this hurdle, overcome the objection, and just go in the crate effortlessly and easily. It's very important that we help our dogs through these challenges, all right? So that's what's coming up in the 7th video. And in the last video, I'm going to show you 2 dogs who are whining, crying, barking, and objecting being in the crate.
Okay.
You think it's weird? I'm going to say no. It's very important to know what to do if you have a young dog or a dog of any age who whines and objects being in the crate. You're going to see exactly how we teach this dog to be calm in the crate almost instantaneously by doing the right kind of work, the right kind of training, and the right kind of leadership and the right kind of engagement. So that's what's coming up in all these upcoming videos. A whole bunch of examples and demonstrations for you to be successful in properly crate training your dog in part 1 and part 2 of crate training, okay? And remember, the goal is no leash pressure. When you watch these videos, you're going to notice eventually that I want the dog to just walk out and walk back in. Walk out and walk back in with no leash pressure. I want the dog to understand what it is that I'm asking them to do, and I want them to comply properly, all right? So always remember that the goal is no leash pressure. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video for the instructions. And then after that, you don't have to watch all these videos. Just watch a few of them and get an idea of what you have to do with your dog, all right? But you can watch as many as you want or as little as you want. It's up to you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video in the course.